Oh, good morning and welcome to Miles's Morning Motivation. Hope you're well. This is the show that is designed to fire you up in the morning, to give you more joy, to give you more motivation, to give you more enthusiasm to start your day strong. In this particular episode, hang on, clapperboard, forgetting, the horn, the bell, there you go, we are officially in session. In this episode we're going to talk about becoming a morning person. If you're one of those people that is grumpy right now as you watch this video because you've not had your coffee yet, then trust me, I can resonate with that. I used to be a nightmare in the morning. I definitely wasn't a morning person. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some ways that you can become a morning person. Now, if you go, Miles, I'm already a morning person, I go, well, I'm going to share with you some really common sense, but not necessarily common practice ways that you can become even more on fire in the morning. A lot of people used to say, how on earth are you so hyper when you do these videos first thing in the morning? And the answer is going to come from what I'm going to share with you in these videos. So from my experience, from being a person that was definitely not a morning person to a person that is now definitely more of a morning person, I love this picture. There's effectively three reasons why I've found that people struggle first thing in the morning, especially on a Monday morning, you know, that stereotypical Monday morning feeling. I found that there's effectively three reasons. The first one is really simple, really common sense. You go, oh, Miles, have I just tuned in for this? Then forgive me, this is going to be medicine that you need to hear, because I find a lot of people struggle with this one, and that's sleep, specifically a lack of it. If you're not getting at least 8 hours of sleep a night, then you're probably not going to feel sort of in a kind of your raw penis is cleaned, your highness kind of mood. Forgive the Coming to America reference if you're unfamiliar with that, or if you don't like that movie. The point is, the best way for you to feel good about yourself in the morning is to get more sleep. And if you're not getting 8 hours of sleep a night, then you're probably just not going to have the type of energy first thing in the morning, because it's almost like you're charging your phone to 50%. And I'm assuming your phone probably was on full charge overnight, so immediately when you go to your phone in the morning, it's 100%, right? So if you're not 100% first thing in the morning, you can't expect to go throughout the day and feel good, especially can't expect to feel good first thing in the morning. So you go, well, Miles, what should I do? And so what I want you to do tonight for the next 7 days is I want you to do what I call plus 50 minutes. Meaning, I want you to start your wind down process for bed 50 minutes sooner. So if your wind down process, if you're usually kind of Netflixing till 9:45, then I want you to Netflix till 9:45, right? If you usually are kind of lights out, turning off your mobile phone at 10 o'clock, then I want you to do it at 9:10. So even if you don't get the 8 hours of sleep, giving yourself 50 minutes more time to set yourself for bed is going to be really helpful in terms of you kind of mentally just switching off and zoning out for sleep. A lot of people are on their phones last minute before bed, checking emails, checking social media. That's definitely a negative in terms of getting to sleep. So 50 minutes earlier tonight to shut off the Netflix, shut off the phone, turn off the main big lights. 50 minutes tonight extra is going to help you feel more rested in the morning. Next thing that people do, next mistake that they make that make them not a morning person, is they have no or the wrong routine. What that means is, maybe you're a person who, I have done this in the past, first thing you do when you get up in the morning is you check Facebook. You know, you wake up, instantly you're on Facebook. Wake up, you're straight into WhatsApp. You know, that's basically allowing the world to dictate how you feel first thing in the morning. For me, I literally set my mind. I have gates up first hour of the morning. First hour of the morning, I check no messages, no emails, no social media whatsoever. The first thing I do when I wake in the morning is I hydrate. So I drink a pint of water. The second thing I do is I pray, right? So I pray and give thanks to God for allowing me to wake up and be alive for another day. Next thing I do is I get out of bed, I wash my face with cold water, I go downstairs and I journal. I journal for about 5 minutes, generally things that I'm grateful for. The next thing I do is I hydrate again, I drink another pint of water, then I do myself an espresso coffee, and then I'll do probably about 10 minutes of yoga in the kitchen, and then I'm off to the gym. I don't check any messages for the first probably 90 minutes of the day. You know, I go to the gym, I have some personal development on for that workout, I make lots of notes, still probably haven't checked my messages, maybe, just maybe I've had a quick look to see if Sati has texted me to tell me if her and Sage are okay, but other than that, no WhatsApp, no Facebook, no nothing for the first hour of the day. Most people's problem is they don't have a routine, or they have the wrong routine. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about scheduling things in. You go, well, Miles, you know, wow, that sounds like a lot first thing in the morning. Well, that's been created over time. That will continue to evolve. I'll continue to develop that routine. I found that that's what works for me. You go, oh, Miles, that's too much. You know, I don't want to work out first in the morning, or I can't work out first thing in the morning. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. If you want to feel better about yourself through the course of the day, you need to do something to elevate your heart rate first thing in the morning. If you don't have time to go to the gym, just do 10 minutes of star jumps in the kitchen. You know, write down what you're grateful for, takes 2 minutes. You know, hydrating, crucial that you drink the right amount of water, takes minutes to hydrate. You know, another thing that I do is I watch a 5-minute clip of something funny on YouTube, because that makes me laugh. And you know, this morning I watched a clip and I showed Sati and we were laughing together. It's really good to wake yourself up with laughter first thing in the morning. So this stuff's really simple ways that you will make yourself more of a morning person. And so I'm not saying that all of a sudden you're going to be jumping around, and you know, but what I am saying is these things will gradually make you happier first thing in the morning. And the last thing that people do that sees them fail to become a morning person is they don't have compelling reasons. So they have a lack of compelling reasons. What that means is, I often ask the question in my seminars. I say, raise your hand if you're not a morning person, and most of the room put their hands up. I then say, okay, raise your hand again if you're still not a morning person. If you're not, raise your hand if you're not willing to get up first thing in the morning. If you have a 4 a.m. flight to your dream holiday destination, raise your hand if you're now willing to become a morning person. And all the hands go up. So my point is, what's the difference? Well, the difference is that's a very compelling reason to get up. And so my challenge to you is, you go, Miles, but my Monday morning is not like that. You know, I go to a job that I don't really like and have to sit in traffic. And I go, well, to an extent, you've created that. You've created a situation where you maybe don't like going to work. You've created maybe a situation where you don't have the same energy that you would have if you're going on holiday. A great mentor of mine, Brendan Burchard, says the power plant doesn't have energy, it creates energy. So one of the things I've found is, if I've got a day that I know that, you know what, it's not as fun as a 4 a.m. flight at the airport, I do those things in the morning, and within the first hour, I feel great. So then whatever I've got to do for the rest of the day, I'm instantly in a better mood. And for me, I frankly couldn't think of anything more important than being in a great mood for the whole day. For me, I don't think there's anything more important than that. So what I want you to do, the way around that is, you've got to have strong whys. So a couple of years ago, I'll tell you what really changed for me in terms of being a morning person. A few years ago, Sati sat me down. I remember it was a morning, she was going to work, and she said, I need to talk to you before I go to work. I said, okay, what do we need to talk about? She went, I'm not unhappy in this relationship, but your mood first thing in the morning is like stressing me out, and I don't feel good about you first thing in the morning, because I know you're dealing with, and at the time I was in a position where I was doing work I didn't enjoy, and I had a lot of stressful outside things that I was allowing to pile up on me, and I just woke up in the morning and generally felt depressed every day. And she said, you need to change. And she said it in a way where she wasn't threatening the relationship, but I knew that if I didn't do something about it, there wouldn't be very long before she maybe would be. So it's so important that you have compelling reasons why you need to put yourself in a great mood in the morning. So if you have a significant other and you love them and you want to make them feel good, do this for them. If you've got kids, maybe you snap at your kids in the morning because you've got to go to work, focus on doing some of these things for them. If you're not going to do it for you, do it for them. So they're just 3 ways, 3 really common sense but not necessarily common practice ways that can help you become a morning person moving forward. If you've enjoyed this type of content, if you like this kind of video, if you'd like me to coach you every single month, I'm coaching them now, creating a group coaching program that's launching very soon. There's a link underneath where you can register to become either one of our beta testers at the time of watching this video, or potentially join for a free trial depending on when you're watching this video. Should be a link somewhere in the comments box, in the comments below, where you can do that. But for now, I'm wishing you a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.